He Who Remains, first thought to be a random CEO of a sketchy company, was later discovered to be Kang the Conqueror. Well, we presume. It was never clearly stated, but I think it's obvious that he is at least symbolic of him. The version who appeared in the finale who Sylvie inevitably killed was most likely a more down-to-earth, let's just say a more sane version of, well, himself, seeing as Earth can't really describe the vastness of this character. So what does this mean for the MCU and the future of the Marvel movies? Well, let's not get ahead of ourselves and explain what we know about him so far. So at the end of the finale, we got a glimpse at this statue. As you can see, it's pretty much identical to the armour of Kang. Obviously not colour-wise because we can't see it, but the shapes of the torso are basically identical. Looking at the colour schemes of what He Who Remains wore, being purple and slightly green, the appearances match up. So, Kang is official. But as I just asked, what does this mean? Full-scale war is destined to spread faster than COVID throughout the multiverse. Surely this calls for one person, or should I say being. I'm not sure, to be completely honest. I'm not a huge nerd for Marvel, as I have said, but I'll try my best to explain this, especially seeing as it's a comic character. By the name of Living Tribunal. From the research I've done in the last 5 minutes whilst writing this script, I've discovered this. The Living Tribunal's stated role is to safeguard the multiverse from mystical imbalance. What better moment for him to intervene? Full-scale multiversal war must at least deserve an audience with him, right? Mystical imbalance tells us a magical or unknown factor is throwing the multiverse off track. And what's more mystical than two variants of the God of Mischief hunting down a single entity to kill? Then they succeed at killing him and cause a war of millions of that single entity, who by the way is known to conquer realities, across an entire multiverse. If the Living Tribunal doesn't appear now, he probably never will. Another important thing to remember from the finale is Mobius. When Loki crashes his conversation with B-15, they didn't recognise him at all. From his vintage looks, they had the audacity to ask him if he was an analyst, just to then call security on him. Now we all know Mobius is a lad and Loki's wingman, but look at the pimp, he's the real godhead. Now would such an amazing, charming man forget his best friend of 6 episodes? Obviously not. Maybe Mobius has been mind-washed. No, that's impossible, he's too strong to fall for that. Maybe it's not our Mobius and Loki is lost in another universe because Sylvie messed the multiverse up. Now that sounds better. This can't just be a different timeline for 2 reasons. First of all, the TVA controls the timelines and there's only one. However, this is a weak point now seeing as nobody knows how big this timeline breach is. Another point is that Loki wasn't recognised at all. The luscious locks surely told them that he was the mischievous charmer we know and love. Looking at Loki with the other Lokis, it's obvious he's Loki. Too many Lokis, I know. And if you don't like that, then maybe this place is for you. Because what if there are no Lokis at all? Mobius said that the TVA pruned hundreds of Lokis, but can't recognise one right in front of him? Is this the TVA being reset, including everyone within? Is it a new timeline, a new universe? Or even a new multiverse, perhaps? Another possibility for Season 2 is to do with this cow. Don't get me wrong, Ravonna is a cool character, but she betrayed my man Mobius. In the comics, Ravonna Renslayer had a romantic relationship with Kang the Conqueror. So hear me out. What if Ravonna finds Loki, takes him to Sylvie, the 3 find Kang, intending to kill him and end the war? But Ravonna falls head over heels for him, and boom. Sylvie and Loki escape, make up for fighting, confess feelings to entice the audience, then Sylvie, Loki, Mobius and B-15 lead the TVA soldiers alongside an army of the Loki variants against Kang's variants, and then Loki and Sylvie take down the newly reborn Ravonna Renslayer and her new boyfriend. But then what? Personally I think if that does happen, Mobius should lead the new version of the TVA with B-15 not too far behind. They'll do this to defend the peace in the multiverse whilst Loki and Sylvie discover new magic stuff and fight other figures from Norse mythology, being the unstoppable couple, the Lokis. But that probably won't happen, but it would be cool. In fact, this definitely won't happen. Loki Season 2 will start filming around January of 2022, meaning it will come out most likely very late 2022 or early 2023. This means it will be the last MCU project before Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumania, which I think is coming around February 2023, where Jonathan Majors, the actor of Kang, has been confirmed. Another point to mention is the upcoming Marvel What If series, which is obviously bloody perfect for me. That's 50% of my ideas gone. Just kidding, I'll still do some if they haven't been done by this show. Anyway, I'll make a video on that next week after the Captain Marvel video, probably going over it in proper detail. but the outcome of this show could be Doctor Strange trying to understand or contain what Sylvie caused. Now, what did you think of the finale of Season 1 of Loki? I personally really enjoyed it. I'm really excited for Season 2 because, you know, it's definitely confirmed. You can see it in the post-credit scene. Well, not post-credit scene, but you know what I mean. But yeah, I'll be back next week with a Captain Marvel video. I'll probably be doing some shorts, maybe I'll do Star Wars shorts. I haven't done anything to do with Star Wars for a while. But I'll be doing a Captain Marvel review and going over it and all that stuff. And then to follow that, I'll be doing the What If video. Well, going over the What If series. And before the Captain Marvel video, like this weekend maybe, I might be making a special video about like Kang the Conqueror and other stuff like that. Just turn on post notifications and subscribe if you want to be updated by that. And I'll see you next time. And I also want to say thank you for the support on the video What If Leia's older than Luke and what's happening to the Lego Star Wars. They've hit over 1,000 views and we're extremely grateful. Thank you for everyone who's watched, and I'll see you soon with another video. Goodbye.